what's up guys? It's your boy Tav, and I'm part of the Neon Lights COD team. In this video, you'll see my team go against Synergy Red for the XP League, and it was not close. It was a DoorDash, and we ended up winning the series with a fast 3-0. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. And to see more of our matches, go to the XP League.
Kickstart means so much. Righty, without further ado, away we go. Neon Lights spawning on that P2 side. They're going to get that first opportunity to lock down P2. A good opportunity to try to get that rolling, but again, P1 still to go. Let's not worry about that just yet. Initial points will go for Neon Lights here. Trying to make something happen early on. Big kills from Tiz. That'll be 3 in the millisecond of that round starting. 10 points on the board already from Neon Lights, and they're going to soak some good time on this P1. Again, they've got the P2 spawn, so Synergy on the other side looking in already in this map, and that's a great start for Tiz. 4K for him already, and 3 from Tav as well. Only S3 falling, and I mean, 2 was a little bit unfortunate. Better Synergy Red early on the map. A great start from them. S3 and Tiz will find suits themselves, but insta-aim will get a nice trade back there still. Plenty of time. It's been a while since I've seen 40 points on a Hasi P1, as well as having those P2 spawns, so good opportunity, but look at Synergy Red. 7, Sail, good opportunity to clear out those spawns. Now Synergy Red, opportunity to break here. Pushing forwards, we'll find another kill. There we go, P2. Good break from Synergy Red. They bounce back after a pretty rough P1 for them. As now Neon Lights with the chance to do the same. Try to fight in through lobby here. Vex, though, able to grab one, gets out. Overkill, though. So wide as a teammate, but it certainly died to Neon Lights. Not much longer. And on the point, finds one. How do you get away with that one there while stunned? But still, Neon Lights, they settle back in. They get that nice re-break. To try to do the same, but they just get shut out early. Again, another team kill at an inopportune moment. And Neon Lights, they're going to jump to an early 50-point lead here, as this P2 should be almost done. It's just scrap from here as the P2 is underway. Tav, big fight from him towards Office, will get one. And again, it's about clearing out this rotation for Neon Lights. Look at number 7 spawning all the way out. Huge piece right now. Synergy, they've got to win some big fights here. Insta-aim finds the first one, but a little bit of blocking and doesn't get timing from his teammate, and it's Tiz finding 2. That's a big opportunity. Make it 3 for him before he goes down. And I mean, that's more or less complete the break with the spawn outs from Synergy Red. As Neon Lights, they just look locked in so far on this map 1. Gosh, still, it's just sprees on sprees. 8 from him. Call it a Hellfire, because that's what he's got. Big opportunity to try to break a hill later on in this map if necessary, but the Neon Lights just look great right now. Josh, make it 9 from him. That is a killer start. 12-1 to start a hard point is absurd performance-wise. There's a couple kills from Synergy Red towards New, fighting at Boulder. Good opportunity, as it was S3 finding his first couple kills of this game. A little bit of a slow start from him, but looking to turn that around as we hop over to a P4. Josh, well, still headhunting. I mean, on 9, make it 10. Absurd performance to start us off. And still a lot of kicking. Clears the player out of Lambo as well. What a play, Josh. I mean, I've seen putting the team on your back, but him and TZZ Odie are just a lights out duo right now. Another double from S3. He's finally waking up as well. Look like they can't be stopped right now. Another insane spree of just blue and I mean, Synergy Red, gotta get on these trades a little bit more alertly if they want to try to get anything going. I love the way Neon Lights are playing. They're taking that aggressive space. S3 again, making it work time and time again. Such a weak start. You love to see that bounce back out of everyone. And I mean, Neon Lights, you're already up 100 heading in to the second rotation, and you just, I mean, this is Neon Lights' game to lose at this point. Synergy Red, they've got to find a response. If anything else, they've got to get something going for momentum heading into map 2. As so far, map 1, Hacienda has not looked like their speed so far as seconds in. Oh, that's an awkward lunge right there from S3. Not able to find the shots that he was hoping for. Maybe a little bit of momentum change. They are getting some good time on this P1. Still 30 seconds to go, and they have the P2 spawns off of some big fight wins. But you still got to worry about that Hellstorm tucked away in the pocket of Josh. So a little bit careful, especially on potentially a P4 break that could be really big, especially a P3 as well. I mean, it's the power of the streaks, and I mean, you let that happen, you got to feel the consequences now. As Asile, I mean, good positioning here. Rotation cut, finds the one and ducks back. Number 5 in the spawn, holding those spawns. Great, does get one, can't get the second. Will still force the spawning all the way over towards that P4 side. Got to be careful here, though, for the side of Synergy. They're in a lot of danger, and they don't even realize it. Up close and personal, in comes Neon Lights again, and they find an immediate P2 break. They're not careful, all out towards Boulder. They send one through lobby, but gets immediately ripped by its Odie. Now, that's free. Almost gets a little bit too adventurous there, but whoa, that's just the game sense ticking in. And Neon Lights, I mean, again, they reestablish almost on a 100-point lead. S3 again standing up. That's just momentum early on in a hard point. S3, I mean, you should never be getting out of that one alive, but that's just how the cookie crumbles when it feels like everything's going to Neon Lights. I mean, they are playing lights out for a good reason. Just nearly cross that 200 barrier soon here as Synergy. I mean, they've got a good hold on this P3. They just have to convert the points. They're still 2 hills down. That's a tough ask against a Neon Lights team that has looked so good. Josh still 21-8. Still not, a candle holding that 12-1 to start off with, but still a fantastic performance. Good fight wins from Synergy Red. They'll keep it straight for a moment. Look at the minimap. Josh in position. Does get picked up, though, by that third player coming from Synergy Red. Opportunity to get going on Lights. S3 can't convert the fight, but a team kill. Still gives an opportunity for Josh to make something happen here. Sale can't find the first fight, though, because that will be a Sale finding that one. Good Synergy Red to try to get some momentum going here. This map still not exactly far from over, but Neon Lights, they still need to find 50 more points. Synergy Red, if they can string a couple hills together here, could still have something to say about the results of this map. Again, checkerboard in the feed still, trying to make something happen towards this hill. Really tough spawn out there. That's going to be a lot of danger for Neon Lights. They're going to have to buy a lot of time, and they just can't. The sheer numbers of Synergy Red will mosey on through as Odie able to grab one on the way out. But look at this play from Synergy Red. They've got the P2 spawns. They know it. And they can hit in through that side. Again, these gunfights are just so good. P2 at that time, though, still gives Synergy a horse in this race, but it's just not enough. Sale on the outside looking in. He's able to fight back in a little bit. Well, does a great job playing the light. And they'll be rewarded just a little bit. 1v1 for the hill. Instave can't convert the kill. Those are the ones who look back on at the end of a map, at the end of a series. That's a turning point, especially getting the kill in the end there. Rest of the scrap is going to go over to Synergy Red, but at the end of the second rotation, much better second reset for Synergy Red. But that's still not enough. They're going to need a lot more if they want to take this map. Already crossing 225 is Neon Lights. Not likely to end it here on this P1, especially with how mixy it can get, but they can get darn close, and they've got those P2 spawns. So Synergy Red, it's now or never. You've got to get in there. Their best shot, but 10 points remaining, and it just looks like a lockdown right now from the positions are fantastic. Gonna get the contest. They're gonna get an opportunity to strike at the hill. Good. Don't quite playing at the hill. Just a little bit longer, but a little bit is all they'll get. That'll be it for map 1, Neon Lights, the 100-point club, and a big win. Synergy Red, that second rotation was, an opportunity to get something going, but it just felt like it was too late. First set of hills still not going to play. S3, after what I believe was a 1-5 start, turns it around with a 12-13. So a apologies, that was Josh and Codcaster being a very, very terribly made software, but still, fantastic performance out of S3 after such a weak start. And I mean, Josh hit the ground running and never really looked back. I mean, a great map from side of Neon Lights, but I mean, it just looked like Synergy were on the outside looking in from Hill 1. I mean, you know something's going right when you get 45 points on a Hasi P1. Looking into this map too now, I mean, again, it's another interesting map as far as complexity goes. We're getting into a red card S&D. You have an opportunity to slow down the pace here. If you are the side of Synergy, you maybe get a little bit of time to reset, rethink how you're going to try to find this series. As I mean, I don't want to say it too early, but it feels like a must-win map with how that map 1 went. If you go down 0-2 against a team as strong as Neon Lights, it could be curtains from there. So an opportunity to get back into the series, but also an opportunity for Neon Lights to really put their foot on the neck of Synergy, as it should be hopefully getting into this map 2 without too much delay. So super exciting to see, I guess, the early showings from both of these teams. But we're gonna head to a very, very quick break just to get everything settled in, get everything going, ready, locked and loaded for map number 2. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, map 2, Neon Lights and Synergy Red, gonna go at it again here. This time, red card S&D. Map 1 really did not go Synergy Red's way, so looking to make something happen on map 2 here. And an opportunity early on. It's an A hit. Normally we see teams sort of default towards that B side, so a little bit of a mix-up early on could be what Synergy's looking for, but that's not a great start. Can't find the initial shots, and Vex will always punish you for that one, so an opportunity, numbers advantage for Neon Lights to keep that ball rolling. They do a fantastic job of the game. Does get a little bit further up than I think they expect, and a little bit of a mask from his teammates to give him an opportunity. This is risky, though. Instaim with the bomb. That drops down. That round gets so much harder, but S3, apologies, no, it was Josh finding that one. Big, big kill is, I mean, up 2. Instaim, you've got to find something. Nothing left to find. Instaim left in a 1v4. Down, surrounded on all angles, and Neon Lights, I mean, they keep that snowball rolling. Obviously, still very early in this S&D, but flawless first round is exactly what I've come to expect after a performance on Hasi and DoorDash. Heading into this round 2, it again feels so tough for Synergy Red to get in this one. They have the defensive side, and again, by no means is it a must-win round at this point. It's so early on in this S&D, but you've got to start taking some soon here if you're Synergy Red. You can't afford to let that lead get to 3-4 rounds while you're still sitting on a goose egg, and it's going to be a fast hit towards this B side. Slow rotation here. There's no arrows turning on the ground so far. Finally, Synergy Red going to get something late. Now they're on the outside looking in, and they get absolutely mowed down. It's Instaim left in a 1v3. Light continuing to just gun out so far this series. I mean, it's just felt like there's a bit of the strategic advantage there, but they're just crucial fights. And fighting reads so much better so far than Synergy Red. I mean, now it gets even easier for Neon Lights. You know you can win on both sides of the play. There's only been 1 kill for Synergy Red all map so far. Again, still very early on, but once that lead starts to get to 3 rounds, 4 rounds, I mean, God forbid, 5 rounds in a row, it starts getting even harder and harder to climb that mountain. It's going to be a little bit of a slower round here for Synergy Red, and honestly, I would have liked to see them up the tempo. They're playing a little bit too slow, a little bit too scared almost. As they get an opportunity to get in here, it's Odie finding the first one still. Assail will trade that one back. Down to a 3v3 we go. And, you know, control over this bomb site is in the hands of Synergy Red. And the 3. What a fight. That is the all-time whip job from It's Odie. But still trying to pull back this round is Josh, finding one and then falling back. Now to 1v2 and finds the timing but can't get the shots. 5 shoots on the board. No RCXD equipped though, so that's not an option right now for him. And still trying to run away, trying to buy time for this reload. Will get it off. Now catches the timing, gets into the 1v2 and finds one. Saw the last one near bomb spot. Will get the information that it's still not down. Still an opportunity to try to catch a timing here. Oh, an opportunity given and definitely one taken. 1v3 on the board. Lock it and load it. And if that wasn't already such a big advantage, 7-0 on the board is exactly what Neon Lights wanted to see and exactly what Synergy Red were hoping to avoid. A round they really had a shot at to get back in it now gets turned on its head. The momentum all in Neon Lights' favor, and it's no surprise that it's Josh leading the head of that spear. I mean, 7-0, some unreal early performances in maps from him. Let's see if he can finish off that Hellstorm. There's only one kill between him and that glorious prize. You don't see it often on S&D, but when you do, you know one player is just playing into it. As early on, we do see for the first time this map Synergy finding that first pick up there. It's a big one to find on S3, but Josh with the bomb still trying to make something happen here towards the back side. Insta aim. Did get a couple shots off. None found the target though was Josh. A big gunfight this round and for the streak, and he will go down. Vex does drop before getting traded there by It's Odie. Still 3v2 Synergy. Gotta win now as Odie punishes the over-aggression. Trade on the other side, though, as Asal will get that one as top. After the 1v2, and again, feels like a must-win round here for Synergy. Bomb down in your control, 1v2. Gotta find this round. Tab needs to buy time for the regen. 30 seconds left. He's got a little bit of time to do not that much more. Gun checks one, peeks the other. Trying to get it to one-on-ones, and he finds one for free. An overstep at the worst time from Insta aim. Will leave it down to a 1v1. Still has to punch bomb or find this fight. Chow's out and will not find it. Synergy Red on the board in map 2. It's just a question of, is it a little too late, or is it right on time to get the ball back in their favor? Now, with some streaks building for the side of Synergy Red, 2 streak on Asali, couple kills away from that RCXD, opportunity to try to get the ball rolling here. I mean, Synergy, you've got to prove that you can do it on both sides of the play. You're going to have to win some offense rounds before the end of this game if you want to come out victorious. And it's got to start here. Pulling within one here would be fantastic, as up close and personal, Josh will get out, realizes heat's a little too much, gets out of the kitchen. Opportunity now to go towards this B side. A little bit under-defended right now for Neon Lights. But they're rotating Josh over to make up for that hole in the defense as Tab in position here. He's spots the head, can't find the shot. Good kill from him as S3. Apologies, no, it's Josh finding a trade onto Looney still. Looking for more towards this hill as we develop into a little bit of a 3v3 here. Josh still in this side room. This is such a power position for him right now. He's holding off so many potential angles of attack as that bomb goes down, tries to find the time. Finds it, knows the corner, finds the swing, and gets the kill. Vex left down in a 1v1. Opportunity again to get things going finally, but an overchow. A little bit too much in the way of pressure, and Josh, I mean, is just lights out on this map so far. 10-1 in S&D. We're just at the end of round 5. And that's when you know you are just lasered into it. 4-1 on the board for Neon Lights, and again, we're heading into what I think is a must-win round for Synergy Red. You can't afford to get to 5-1 down after, I mean, a lot of these rounds have just not been that close. Looks like a play through mid here from Neon Lights. They're going to try to get something going. I mean, we've seen them do it time in, time out on offense, but It is the one side they've lost on so far. And, I mean, not the greatest mid control, but Odie, I mean, yeah, just find that somehow. I mean, they are in position. You put it there and it'll do work, and that's exactly what's happening. I mean, a really slow map from a lot of the players on Synergy Red. Looney 1 and 6 after that death there. Not what you want to see, but an opportunity. That glass breaking might give a little bit of information. It might tip the hand here of Neon Lights as it's the bomb over towards this B side as they're cleaving through mid. How do you let Odie get through and get 3, regardless a big play from him? It'll lead back to the 1v4. We'll find the first one there for free. No potential of a trade. The late rotator in will just get into the site hunkered down. I love the patience here from Neon Lights. They're not getting too aggressive. They are giving the respect that Synergy deserve. And I mean, finally you get the challenge, you get that trade. I mean, it's not even necessary. Neon Lights up 5-1 now. There's a big opportunity to shut the door on this map early on and keep the momentum flying. I mean, they just look fantastic. Josh now on 11-1 is simply absurd. I mean, does actually drop off of 2 kills per round. Oh my goodness, absolute shocker, but still an absurd performance time in, time out of him. So good opportunity to shut the door here for Neon Lights. They've got the defensive side. It's going to be Synergy dictating the pace here, and I just want to see them try to force through somewhere. I mean, the slow play they've been going for, trying to be really close, has not been working. They've got to try something a little bit different as they try again. Side, first gunfight, you've gotta find that if you're Looney. Oh, that's a fight that if you're dialed, you're always gonna have, but it's a tough one to come out on the wrong end of, as now, I mean, what could have been the first pick and an opportunity just gets wiped off the board in an instant as we head to a 4v4 where all players are in position, ready to go to receive this hit, but the first kill treated back with 2, and it's Odie, the player that was whiffed on, that'll find 3 in the round, and that's just how quickly you get stomped out. Neon Lights, they got the lights shining bright. They're up 2-0 heading now. That could be a final map 3. It's been a fantastic series of everyone on Neon Lights, but specifically Josh has been playing fantastic. It's Odie as well. Had an even better KD than Josh in that map 1 and getting a bit close to it in map 2. I mean, great performances from Neon Lights, even S3 and Tab. I mean, pulling the weight, and I mean, sometimes that's all you need when you've got someone gunning the way your teammates are. As heading into map 3, this time literally a must-win to keep the series alive for Synergy Red. Gonna head to another very, very quick break while we get that all locked, loaded, set, and ready to go. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very, very soon. All right, just before we get underway with map 3, an opportunity to, again, take a look at those previous 2 maps. Heading into this vault control, obviously, we're heading from 2 pretty strategic maps in Red Card and Hacienda into a couple of vaults back-to-back. Could play into the favor here for Synergy, but, I mean, I hate to call it over before it's over, but it just feels like Neon Lights have just got their number as we head into game here. I mean, it's just looked so locked in across the board for Neon Lights, especially Josh and Odie. I'm really excited to see what they can do on a map like this. I love this play through lower vault, insta-hitting into the B side. If you win some big fights, you can get this B for free. You've got to be really careful here if you're Synergy. 2 fall, that might already be a little too late. Second tick already there, looking for number 3. And there we go. B site gone in the blink of an eye. They're looking to speed run this one for the side of Neon Lights. They're going to get in, try to get aggressive towards this A side. They've already got the much harder B locked and loaded. They've just got to play very, very tight right now. They've got to be careful with the lives. They've got to be careful they don't get put into a contract. Round in, I mean, it should be theirs if they're careful. That B is normally the side that looms large, but I love the set play down through lower vault. We've been seeing it a lot more recently, and a couple big kills will lead them in towards this A side. That third one will give them now that first hit if they so desire. They're looking to expand their influence out a little bit more, though, here. They're going to try to get things shut down. More likely for Neon Lights, they're going to finish up that first for number 2 here. Odie, again, playing so tight. As that second tick, looking a complete third one around the corner. And I mean, a speed run of a round from Neon Lights is exactly what we've come to expect out of them after those first 2 maps. Comes down to a little bit of a more respect needed to be given there from Synergy. It feels like you've got to send at least one towards that B side, maybe have them sit down, going towards lower vault so they're still able to influence that A side fight. They're able to hold top rafters, worst case, but it just feels like you have to respect a play like that a lot more. Obviously, not something we see too often with teams looking to fast hit that B side. The danger of it is you're going to bleed a lot of lives, and if you finish that hill, I mean, Neon Lights, they just look so good right now, and they're going to keep that pedal to the metal. Odie, lost 2 rounds. I mean, an all-time low number of kills to find an offense round win on Control. Now, I mean, we're seeing the trap come through. This is what you got to be really careful about if you're Synergy. You've got to get out of this and soon without bleeding too many lives, but when it's set up so thoroughly, it feels like an uphill battle. Vex, you're able to clear 1 out, but at the cost of how many lives of your own? 3. Immediately insta-aim. Will be able to catch timing. Try to get something going here, but Synergy, I mean, you got out of your spawn. Good opportunity for them to try to get something going towards this A side. With an offense round win, you can just hunker down that B if worse comes to worse. A good couple kills. We'll get them in position to try to get something going on this A side. Still only 30 seconds left. Down 6 respawns now. Tough for them to do in the series, but I mean, they're still getting it their all. They found some good fight wins there. Josh, though, still stands as the over the city boss, but it looks like that title, this map, has been taken away by It's Odie. They'll start trying to get on the A side. 19 seconds, all that's allowed for Synergy. They need that extension, and they need it now. Second tick found. They're looking for the number 3 as they do start to draw a little bit closer, a little bit more even on the lives, only down 3, but again, that B still looms large. That's the one that's got to be really careful about here. If you're Synergy Red, really, I would have liked to get this A done a lot sooner, and you may not even get it done. You're down 6 lives, and you're trying to fly at this hill right now. S3, apologies for the shot. We'll get that one, and I mean, it's just an absolute mowdown. And it's all she wrote for that second round. Neon Lights, I mean, I would be shocked if they didn't find this in the upcoming round, as they have just been... It's just been a better team in every sense of it. They've been playing so good. I mean, we saw even the adjustment in that previous round. They got in a little bit of trouble after that spawn trap got broken. They got, you know, a couple dead at a couple different angles there, but it just felt like they were never truly behind at any point so far this series. As I mean, Synergy, you've got to put something together. Good map so far from Vex. A little bit more out of some of the other members could turn this around, as I mean, gotta do it now or never. Early start towards this A side. This time a little bit more of a standard round from Neon Lights, but look at number 5 on the main. He's completely forced out of the play just from the knowledge that they could go B early again. And that's going to lead to Neon Lights taking some good early fights. They do end up down on the lives, and they end up in a little bit of an awkward situation, but insta-aim. Try to go for line 5-1, make it 2 and 3. Opportunity is insta-aim cashing in as now spawn trap very much consideration, and Synergy Red, they're going to set up for it. Still, players very far back, will not be able to support as the first player falls. Spawn trap breaks just a little bit, still looking for something and just not able to find it as Vex. That could have been an opportunity if you find 1 or 2 there, but just not enough. And this time, early. And again, they've got to win some big fights, but there's no art presence here from Synergy Red. They've got to get someone up there. I mean, it's one of your ARs. You're spawning all the way up towards the 4. There's just nothing going right now. To the side of Synergy Red, they're caught on the rotation as well. I mean, Neon Lights, they're staggering a little bit towards this B side, but they're still finding the fights and they're still finding the kills. Comes rolling through. Insane finally gets a position on top art, but he just gets absolutely ripped off of it. And now Neon Lights, that's the hardest part of your round done. And it almost feels like they're challenging themselves at this point. It's still a 2-life lead for them heading into this A. They've got that progress ticking, and Tav will get 2. Still looking for more. As up top, they'll get that first tick going. As Synergy, I mean, it's not now or never. It's got to be an opportunity created somewhere, and I thought it would have been Vex, but Looney as the player that's woken up a little bit more, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough to get across with that line. And round, it feels like a tall task in the series about to end. The lights shine brightest when they're neon, and Neon Lights, I mean, that's an open and shut case right there. A huge sweep from them, and it looked almost effortless the whole way through. Some great play from the side of Synergy Red, a little too much to deal with Josh, and it's over. And they were just lighting it up out there, especially It's Odie played insanely strong every single map, time in, time out. That's what you want to see from a big name. 17 of the 20 kills in that round untraded. Definitely something to go back to the lab, get an opportunity to get something going heading into the rest of the season for Synergy Red. But it's Neon Lights moving to 2-1 on the season, setting themselves up nicely in that top 4 of the division. And I mean, that's where they wanted to be at the end of the night, and that's what they came out and did. A great performance out of them. And I mean, it's an open and shut case. It's a fantastic series, and I mean, Neon Lights showing. I mean, they're very much a team to be reckoned with in this division, making a strong case for playoffs already, as I believe their one loss is a unplayed match. So that could even be a 3-0 record, depending on how that one goes. Neon Lights with a bit of a DoorDash. They're getting out of this one quick, and so are we. Big thank you to everyone that came out, supported, watched, and loved it. I know I did. Drop a follow if you want some more action. And again, big shout out to all the sponsors, especially Slane, and a lot of the big names out there that make these things possible. Big shout outs to everyone again for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure with a great series in the books. And again, we'll have plenty more around the corner. So drop a follow. And with that, that'll be all for us tonight. Have a good one, everyone.